Urban areas can be quite challenging because of its topography. Sometimes you can have a lot of shade, while other times you can have trapped heat. Wind can also be stronger on your terrace than on the ground. Water is also a very scarce commodity in urban areas. So it becomes very important to manage them efficiently in your garden. The life of a plant depends on the photosynthesis process. With the help of water, nutrients are drawn from the soil by plants. Then, using water, carbon dioxide from the air, and sunlight as energy source, plants cook their own food. Plants cannot grow without water, air, and sunlight. But excesses also pose a threat to plants. In last session, we learned how mulching helps in managing these to a great extent in the soil protection context. In this session, we'll talk about how to further manage water, wind, and sunlight. It is a common practice to water plants using a water hose. What happens in this case is most of the water falls on the leaves and then runs up from the ground. That's a lot of water wastage. Watering needs to be done at the roots. It is the roots that pull the water from the soil and not the leaves. The feeder roots of the plant are spread out from the base in all directions. Hence, watering at the base is not only useless, it also loosens the grip of the plant and weakens it. Plants carry out photosynthesis during the day. Hence, they need water during the daytime. So, the best time to water your plant is in the morning. However, if you miss out watering your plants in the morning, water as soon as you can. Having said that, not all plants need to be watered every day. Young plants may need to be watered once every 2-3 days, while full size and fruiting plants need to be watered daily. Sometimes in extremely hot weather, you may have to water your plants more than once in a day. Water your plants. In fact, water the soil as gently as possible. Mulch helps in breaking down the force of the water. Overwatering will leach away nutrients from the soil, and underwatering can cause plant stress. On regular observation, you will be able to get a hang of the water requirement of each plant, and then you can water accordingly. Additionally, you can use a small bowl below the container to collect the excess water after watering your plants, and then use this water to water other plants. Heavy winds are a big threat to a lot of plants. To minimize the effect of heavy winds, you can have bigger and stronger plants like lemongrass at the edge of your garden. You can also have windbreakers on the edges of your garden. Instead of using a cloth as a windbreaker, you can have some creepers growing vertically as an effective windbreaker. Many young plants need protection from wind. Hence, you need to stake your young plants. Some plants like tomato need staking when they are mature because the weight of the fruit pulls the plant down. In garden design section, we had discussed how to divide your garden into full sun, partial shade, and fully shaded area. You should always be looking to choose your veggies according to their sunlight need and plant them. But sometimes it becomes difficult to do so. You may end up planting more vegetables which require full sun than what your full sun zone can fit. In such a case, you can rotate your plants on a weekly basis between your full sun and partial sun areas. Thus, on an average, your plants end up getting sunlight close to full sun. If your area receives harsh sunlight, like it happens in summers out here, you may need to provide partial shade to your plants. Shade cloth works very well because it is designed to block out a certain portion of sunlight. They are graded according to the ability to block sunlight. A 25% to 50% sunblock shade cloth works fine in most cases. Instead of shade cloth, you can reuse one of your cotton bed covers or some large piece of cloth to provide partial shade to your plants.